Hello, welcome. 4-minute meditation. Let's get into it. Find your seat, lay back, find your alignment. If you got some noises going on around you, embrace them. Let yourself know you're safe. I live in the middle of Inglewood. Got a lot of noise, celebration around me, so we're not going to ignore it. We're just going to tune into it, let ourselves know where we are. Maybe give yourself an explanation. Find a focus if you're looking for a mudra. I'm going to suggest the Kumbera mudra today. And let's get straight into it.
Okay, I'm trying to get you.
Grammy, I'm recording something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't need anything. Thank you. I'm okay. All right, we just hit that 4-minute mark. Go ahead, bring some intentional space back into your breath. This reading is for Pluto and Sagittarius, so all of those who share that Pluto and Sagittarius placement with me. It's a generational one, so what's up, y'all? Type in the comments an affirmation and then put whether you're a Gen Z, a millennial, because I don't be fucking knowing, honestly, what anybody's talking about, but I do know the Pluto placements, and my Pluto is in Sag, so I know it groups in with the younger kids, but fuck everybody else, am I right? Just kidding. Don't say that to the Pluto and Scorpio people. But yeah, this is for Pluto and Sag. I just want to tap into the collective of Pluto and Sag. What's going on? And can we get a message for this time? Any clear message from our divine team, our angels, our guides, our ancestors? They take us to ascension. One more. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I think what sets us, and this isn't like, I didn't ask like, hey, what sets us apart from all the other generations? I just am pulling cards and getting answers, okay? So think of what sets Pluto and Sag apart is we have kind of like a limitless, like, we're limitless, like, we're the no ceiling generation, I guess. I'm just making this up from the cards. I'm not talking about what I read or nothing else. But basically, like, I think we have a money mindset in general, and we have like a better idea of what wealth is, because we probably want the wealth that like we can still call ourselves wealthy through some fluctuations. Okay, so in general, coming to the understanding that we are a money mindset, and maybe not just money, but we literally shoot for the stars, like with the things that we want, with the things that we want to attract to us. That's how we move. Okay, then we got the Justice card in reverse. So yeah, we're definitely not Pluto and Libra. We're not giving karma. We're giving there's probably a handful of us who can straight avoid that. Like straight avoid the karma that's coming to us. At least for now. Like it doesn't happen the way that we think it's going to happen when it turns in of like taking responsibility for punishment. So Pluto and Sag, we don't want money, avoid responsibility. And I'm dumbing this down to like 1 or 2 words so you guys see what fits and let the rest fly. Damn, but that's not avoiding our karma. Avoiding our karma does not work for us. It's gonna make our luck change. Okay. So we do have a lot of like scammers. We have a lot of like, just in general, I think our generation has a lot of people who want to get money quickly, and that is just not gonna work. You know, like it might work for the time being, but there's gonna be a time where you're gonna have to pay back for it. And then we also so the scammy generation also, I understand that. I feel like our generation, we look back at the other generations more than they look back at their other generations, you know? So Pluto and Sagittarius looks back a lot too, okay? So I hope that we're looking back and we're 6 of Knives, 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Why is my brain coming to a blank? 6 of Swords. Oh, but we also know how to leave stuff. We know how to let shit go. We do look back, but we let it go. That's the thing. Okay. Coming to an understanding. I'm going to read Aunt Caroline again. Just to make sure I can get this. Actually, y'all can read with me if you want. You can screenshot. I really love this book. Okay. Where's this in the reverse? Yeah, it's a Wheel of Fortune. Justice. 10 of Coins, Justice in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and 6 of Knives. So it's like, yeah, I guess maybe spiritually, the Pluto and the Sag generation is more likely to avoid the work that we have to do. Can I get some clarifiers for this message? Pluto and Sagittarius. Can I get a clarifier for this message? Pluto and Sagittarius. Okay. So this is just generally telling me what our generation is like. Honestly, it's just telling us our ups and downs and who, what's, where, when's, and why. Helping us understand the energy. So Ace of Sticks is Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. So it's like we bring a new flavor. Like it very much makes sense for Pluto if you think about what Sagittarius is, especially compared to Scorpio. Like it's after the change, after the Phoenix rising, after being destroyed through the fire and growing and healing and, you know, dying. We are the new generation. So we really do set different. Like there's a big difference between us and Pluto and Sag. I feel like a lot of us, Mother of Knives, a lot of us are healers, but not in the cute and the pretty way. There's probably plenty of us who are, but there's a lot of us who just are Mother of Swords in the fucking, like, the protector way. Like, shut up, bitch, back up. I'm not trying to be sweet. I'm not trying to be nice. I have no reason to be nice. That's what I see. Like, nice for what? Literally, like, Like, she handles her business. She does what she needs to do. Definitely caretaker, definitely healer. But she's not extra with the, oh my God, like, I'm gonna be so nice, so pretty, so cute. Like, not really into any of that. More into the actual meat of, it feels like, this is like, what is this? Wheel of Fortune and karma. So, like, at the end of the day, like, we know that it's like we as a generation have to humble ourselves and get down. And I feel like as parents, we'll definitely be different parents for sure. We're giving Mother of Knives, which is like, honestly, probably stricter parents than we imagine. The internet is real though, so I don't think that, you know, maybe being such a strict parent is a bad thing. But definitely watch yourself. We want to be careful in general. But honestly, this is how you guys need to be. The cards is not saying that. The cards is saying you back up your shit when you say no, you know? So keep saying no. It's one of your strengths as a Pluto and Sagittarian. Also, I could have guessed. I did not need no cards. We are not a lovey generation. We're just not. Like, we're not the generation that's kind of good at being in love, staying in love, focusing on love, staying in relationships, all that. I notice our generation kind of falls to the side when it gets to those things, so just having awareness of that as a Pluto and Sagittarius. Can I get another reading for what's going on with us now and helping me further understand how this energy works? I think that the Pluto and Sagittarius, because it's Sagittarius and we're generation, we probably have the most amount of, like, not millionaires, but the type of people who come up, like, make it out the mud type shit. And even more than our predecessors, because we've been watching them. And Sagittarius is really, like, they don't really give me, like, they are book smart sometimes, but they give me, like, real life street smarts, like, in real time. Like, they give me, like, wise and knows how to apply. Some people are very good at, like, answering questions and being smart and all that. Like, Sagittarian to me are the ones of the zodiac who extremely smart, but they also know how to use the knowledge that they have and apply it. So it's giving me that, like, we know how to make money and come from what we had to really make something, okay? So we have Mother of Knives. Yeah, generationally, we're probably not the sweetest mothers, but we're probably excellent boundary mothers, you know? And maybe that's the type of energy we're going to pass forward into the next generation. And then it says Two of Bastards in reverse. We are not the lover girls. We probably try, but we continuously fail to kind of hold up quality relationships. Which I can see that for sure amongst my peers. Yeah, but we also know how to make a house a home. I think I just saw a thing about, like, why is I forget, like, millennials or whatever, why are the young folks so into minimalism? And it was like, damn, because all our homes growing up looked like this. And, you know, I hope you guys can visually imagine what I'm talking about when I say this. But yeah, we are we know how to make a house a home. Okay. All right, 2 baskets and 2 of, so we're not just, like, lost in love. We're kind of like a lost in a generation because of the loss of love, okay? So personally, my parents were 2 parents that stayed together, but I don't think that they should have stayed together. It's not my really, like, who am I to say what should have happened with 2 grown adults, you know? But I know how it affected me personally, and I can see that in this reading and how it might have affected other people. Yeah, so we just, in general, I think we kind of influence each other to break up, to keep ideas of distrust, to reject certain things. We are okay with breaking more contracts, like, especially when it comes to marriage, especially when it comes to abuse. Divorce is something that's actually more okay with us than I feel like it is with the other generations. And, like, this can be a bad thing, but let's take all this without judgment, especially understanding, like, us as a generation, where we came from. Why are we even like this, you know? Because honestly, I feel like deep down we do know because of our parents, you know? Yeah, but basically us kind of supporting this, like, independent, I'm going to call it, like, independent woman. Read between the lines. It doesn't have to do anything with men or women or even, like, separating the sexes. But as someone who identifies as a woman, I see, like, propaganda for independent women a lot. So I feel like independent, and read between my lines, like, listen to what I'm saying and please understand the actual message, okay? This independent woman thought is basically, like, it's causing actual, like, tense interactions between, I feel like, our general masculine and feminine side as Pluto and Sagittarius, you know? Because everyone I do hear the independent woman propaganda a lot. And I'm not even pointing it as good or bad, but we do see the 2 of Cups in reverse, and that's not something that we really want. But it is what it is, you know? And yeah, I feel like that just kind of pushed us to like a more kind of like self-doubt as a generation, you know, for those of us who are like mothers and really trying to step forward, like to not just act as your own individual. I think you guys might see this more than anybody else, because it's like this is you amongst everything else, you know. If you are a mother, you know, your partner may not also be Pluto and Sagittarius, and your children most likely are not Pluto and Sagittarius either, so it'll make you really kind of be able to look at yourself on a Pluto level and observe, okay? 5 of coins. Basically, we're coming up. I think Pluto and Sagittarius in general, this is an interesting reading. I'm definitely going to come back to you guys and do, like, tap in with your energy again. Because this was really straightforward. It was pretty easy, honestly. But, yeah, we're coming up out of, I think, like, generational trauma. But not that was even given to us. Because Pluto and Sagittarius is so big on, like, exiting the box, and I'm not going to take this because you're telling me this. We're not normal. We're different. We do what we want, and it's to the extreme level. So this isn't even like generational, like this is not generational like trauma caused to us by our parents that was taught down. Like, yeah, there is probably some of that, but what's coming up in this reading is like because of the actions that we have chose, like individually and as a collective, as a general, like because of the actions we have chose, there's trauma that we've imposed on ourselves just in our mindset, you know. Like I feel like a lot of us, like I know divorce is a big thing. Like a lot of my peers growing up, parents were divorced. I think a lot of us witnessed close people falling apart, like a lot of this, and I think that in our head we told ourselves it's okay, which is fine. Like I personally do believe it's okay, you know. Don't stay with that shitty ass abusive man, you know. That's fine. But we do have to understand, like, basically because we're living not the same life, but we're living the same life our grandparents and them lived with different rules, like, there are consequences to the independent woman mindset. Not to even say it's so bad. It does not mean it's bad at all. We just have, like, an aversion towards, like, love and telling people they need each other to support each other, even though it very much can be true. But I'm gonna let you know, to be 5,000, someone as a Pluto and Sagittarian, I be feeling like this too. Like, damn, where is the love? Is this even supposed to go this way? Do we stick with this person? Do we not stick with this person? Because we have more freedom. There was a time people didn't even have the thoughts to think like, should I separate? You know, shit was always good because it had to be. Now that there's a choice, we're like, oh shit, you know, like, is this even what I want? Again, removing ourselves from the idea that there's a good and a bad and a right and a wrong, and what is 100% for you and what is 100 not percent for you, because everything, like, life just comes in so many layers and pieces, and we just have to take it and accept it and rock with it and rock and roll with what we have. Okay, let's get into the taboo cards. Can I get a clarifier for this 10 of Cups with the Pluto and Sagittarius generations? What do you think? Feather. Yeah, we fly. I think we know, like, not only about money, but honestly how to spend money without being too tied down to things. You know, we probably make a little bit better investment, 10 of Pentacles, than our parents, you know. Yeah. This came out in reverse, so it gives me, like, crabgrass, yard, lawn, weed, green, grow. I know a lot of us in general smoke weed. I don't think that's what it's talking about. This was what? I forgot. This was the Wheel of Fortune, and Dr. Grant was the... Oh, I don't want to look it up again. But repetition is key. Dr. Grant is... Oh, it's not... It is. Dr. Grant is the Hermit card. Did I say that earlier? I feel like I called it something else. Oh, I definitely read that wrong earlier. I read it as Justice. It's for sure the Hermit card, okay? Ooh. I'm gonna keep going. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I think that means, like, our healing just looks different than the rest. Our healing is, like, alone smoking weed. We don't have as much greenery. I mean, in general, I feel like a lot of us are living the apartment life rather than the lawn life, which is, like, it's fine, again, like, no good, no bad, just observing us and differences. We're not really judging, we're just observing. But I do think, like, mental health, like, having just less green than our ancestors, and I'm talking about our moms, our dads, like our recent ancestors. But having less green than our ancestors, I think, is not great for our mental health. That's just my opinion on it. And yeah, I think I totally messed that up with this. So I'm gonna clarify this for everybody. My advice for our generation is just to meditate more. Follow our inner voice. Silence is golden. Yeah. I also think we don't struggle as much with being by ourselves, so maybe that's just how I feel. Can I get a clarifier for the Ace of Sticks? we watch a lot of porn. We're really rated R. This is the ancestors telling us like their view of our difference. We watch a lot of porn. We can make good things of it. Like good things. I think we in general, not everyone, but in general, I think we alchemize like the shame out of sex. Not entirely, but I don't even think our generation, like, and this generalization, judges as much as other generations do, like when it comes to nude photos and being dirty and naked and X-rated and all that. Like think about our movies and our shows and all that. It's all more normalized. I'm not sure, but I know several people in my personal life with an OnlyFans, and it's not too crazy for you guys to know the same. So it's just pointing out our generational differences, okay? This one's a different reading. It's a lie. Oh, this is how we are with TikTok and social media. I think that we are not the generation that you can lie to, and if you can, it's going to be found out. It's going to be on a TikTok thread. Immediately the next day, like, shit has changed. We're not the, like, I know my mom feels personally different about how I do about, everything that's going on in Palestine. Like, I know that her generation was fed a lot more, propaganda. And we're just not that generation. Like, you try to tell us a lie, it's huge. We're gonna blow that shit up and we're gonna flip it over. Like, this Aunt Carolina's in reverse. So it's like, our generation is like, we're changing, Even the lies that we're telling, we're changing, Like, we're not telling the same lies as our parents. Different lies and for different reasons. Can I have a clarifier for this Mother of Knives in reverse? Can I have a clarifier for this Mother of Knives in reverse? Something about an oath. Actually, don't understand that. What does the Mother of Swords have to do with an oath? Let's read Mother of Swords. Okay. Is the archetype of the warrior queen. On the positive side, she's perspective, analytical, forthright, witty, independent, resilient, highly intelligent, deep, and sets clear boundaries. Okay. Okay, this is what it's talking about. In addition to the church, mutual aid, secret societies, and fraternal and sororial organizations were the backbone of Black American communities between the 18th and 20th centuries. Unlike women of other races, Black women were welcome to participate and respected as powerful leaders and influences of many of these organizations. Okay, I recognize myself in this, especially in the middle card. It's saying like oath, like a lot of us have sworn into things that were options to us. There was different ways for us to choose how we want to support whatever our community looks like, and we have like sworn into that. There's a lot of us, like testimony, the ancestors are watching. There's a lot of us who have agreed to be healers. That's what they're saying. Like, it may look this way, it may look that way. We are a lot more open-minded. We fly more than the other ones, and it messes with our money. It messes with us entirely different. Thank you, ancestors, for providing clarity. Continue to provide clarity for myself and those watching this so we can have an understanding of this message. Insomnia. We're not good sleepers. This is in reverse. I don't know if anybody saw me, but it put out like this. We have good homes. We have good things. We have good, nice, like, lives, especially compared to some of the things that ancestors had and didn't have and were forced to go through. We do not. We do not have nice homes, and we don't have good. We do have nice homes. We don't have nice homes with the green yawn and the picket fence. That's not really us. We have a lot of apartments, and we have all these things, but we're on our phones a lot. Like, life is good. Life is happy. We feel good in our marriages and our agreements and our oaths and our homes and our rents and our contracts, but we don't even sleep. They're like, you guys don't even get to the pleasure of rest like we used to. Can I get a clarifier for this Six of Knives in reverse? Also, I see us, we take, like, in general, this is my perception of the Pluto and Sagittarius. I feel like we take a lot of drugs, but we stay away from, like, aspirins and, like, Tylenols and stuff like that. But we are down for the drugs. We're down to, like, inebriate ourselves, you know? And I know that's a change in the times, and it's probably because of the way our parents treated medication when we were growing up. Can I get a clarifier for the Two of Baskets in reverse? We just don't like... So much going on. Yeah, we don't like bullshit. We don't like junk. We don't like stuff in our house. And the stuff really could be a man. It could be a woman. It could be a partner. We don't like trash. We have, like, higher standards for love. We don't like junk living in our house, you know? And that's really talking about a person, like, when you're in love, like, you know? We don't tolerate the lies and the bullshit. And like, we don't tolerate... And I'm saying men, but I really hope I'm not, like, painting the picture of, like, you know, women being so great and men being so trash. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just using the example that I've heard before in media for a reason. I'm using this example for a reason, okay? Yeah, we paint men to be trash, and we don't take these, like, we don't take the lies from men that I feel like our ancestors did. Like, it shifted hella, you know? Shifted hella. And also from women, we don't take the lies from our partners, period. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're gender, what your sex, it doesn't matter what you identify as. We don't take shit from partners in general. The ancestors are like, yeah, but we knew it was always going to be like this. Like, we were waiting for you guys to get to this point. But it's like they're waiting for us to get here. But honestly, we feel so, like, confused and lost. And I don't know about y'all, but I definitely have had those, like, just thoughts about us compared to everybody else. Suppressed feelings. So they're asking you, like, it's like where you feel right now, your ancestors did always want you to feel like this, but it's not a good feeling. That's why you've been kind of, like, suppressing it, not really sitting with it. I hope I'm speaking to more of the adults, of the adult side of the Pluto and Sagittarius, because it's like they're asking us to, like, really sit with all those emotions that we never really got to sit with being little, especially those of you who were around divorce, you know? Another clarifier for the Five of Coins. Necklace. I think, you know, there's obviously, you know, there's rappers, there's people who flaunt the money that they have that, you know, make louder noise than the regular, those of us who have 9 to 5s and practice, like, regular American living. But in general, I don't think we're the type to spend our money on, like, we're not the type, in general, this is a generalization for Pluto and Sag. You know, if you're a Capricorn with whatever in the first house, of course you're going to spend a little more money than the next person. But in general, we're not the type to wear the money that we make. We put it away. We pay off our bills. We're slowly getting out of, like, generational habits and just constructs, okay? Just because I feel the need, I'm going to also get into my Modern Witch deck. Just keep going, because I am pulling clarifiers on the energy and how it all plays together. I like this reading a lot. Let's go. I'm going to go from the top. Yeah, we might have good investments, good intentions, good ideas. We don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to, like, even get the spark going. We just have, like, a passion. Like, we just have passion. We have passion and money and good ideas, but we may not have follow through. We may not have the thing that makes us want to actually uphold ourselves to a commitment. Let's do 2 here. Yeah, the things that we don't have yet, we still have to work on. That's the thing. Like, we are a hardworking generation, and they're like, wherever you see yourself in this, however you see your individual self as a member of the collective, you still have goals to work on to get to where you need to go. They're like, keep working if you want the green lawn and the picket fence. Where our age now, our grandparents were able to have these things that we want easier, but we're not. We just have to keep working. We have to make more money. We have to keep going. So, like, don't stop. And this is the Hermit. Yeah, they're like, you need to huddle down and get to work. You know, cut out all the distractions. I know we're a big social media generation. They're like, cut that out, get to work. Set a schedule, get to work. Drop 1 video a day. Take 1 picture a day. You're trying to be a model, DM 1 fashion show a day. It does not matter. Like, put in your work. Schedule and put in your work. They're like, stop playing with your time, because you don't have the luxury of, like, I feel like back then, the time and the money ratio was better. Our time and money ratio was like, bitch, you're wasting my time right now. I have work to do, okay? Okay, I feel like this is saying, like, we're really out of the box. Like, we will really, like, we're the generation that's, like, we'll record a porno and then go do something amazing. Like, don't let your, like, we don't really limit ourselves when it comes to, like, oh, this person is a sex worker, so they can't do that. Like, even the sex workers watching this are probably like, I'm a badass being full of love life possibilities through this deck. Man, I find, like, I feel like in general, our generation already feels like this and knows like this because we reward people who are out of the box, okay? So if you are looking to attract whatever heat with Pluto and Sag, this is your vibe. Stay out of the box with your shit, you know? Make an OnlyFans. Do whatever you do naked. Do whatever you do X-rated, you know? Still be a boss. Be, like, respectful when you come into the next space because you got this card and this card. So it's like, if you do this, that's fine, but set your fucking boundaries so people don't know how to, they don't know how to play with you, exactly, so people won't play with you, you know? Let's do 3 more. I'm gonna go down this way. Okay, so I'm starting to understand Pluto and Sag as a generation, and I'll definitely come back and do more for you guys because I'm us too, and I want to understand the energy. Pluto and Sag. Yeah, we do have a lot of sex workers, and it's literally okay. Like, we're not so caught up on that. Damn, y'all, I'm embarrassed to be one of y'all. Our love looks different than their love. That's what it is, okay? So then we have the Knight of Swords. So it's giving me watch what you say. Yeah, okay. Something like the times have changed, even the way the people, the news, the huge, like, the people who, like, on the other side of the machine, like, the times have changed, and even the way that they lie to us. So I think that we like, I know it, like, we're so smart. We're like, I heard it, I know what to do. Like, we're so like, oh, I got it. But really that's not true. This is in the reverse. So it's like the same lies that they were telling our parents have now changed. So they're caught up to, like, basically lie to us, like, give us propaganda, feed us burgers, make, like, tell big, like, it's corporation, big lie, like, those type of things. We're still getting attacked, and we think that we're better because they stopped the obvious, like low-hanging fruit, but we are not any better because they just upgraded their lies, you know? So we do have to watch out for the news, the media, all the things that we think, like TikTok, all the things that we think that are like, oh, well, I know better because blah, blah, blah. You don't know better. You really don't. And that's just something our generation shares. Then I have the 10 of Wands in reverse, so it's like, we are tired of, like healing. The healers is tired of healing, but it's not giving, like, tired and give up. It's just like, god damn, like, this is the worst it's gonna get, and all we gotta do to, like, get through this is set more boundaries. Like, even with the healers, like I was talking about, maybe be nice, maybe don't be nice, maybe stay even more firm in your power and saying no and getting used to this, because you have a lot of, like, work to do, a lot of people to read, a lot of checks to check off, you know? But you do have to, like, people are draining you, and a lot of people heal, and a lot of people want healing. So I feel like this is for the healers. Like, this is for the girls who is serious and, like, click this video because at the end of the day they want to be a better person at the end of this 30 minutes than they did at the beginning. Okay, so they're saying, like, bitch, like, we see you, we hear you, you still got work to do. The worst of it is over, but only because now you've already gotten used to that level, so now you just have to grind, you know? You're gonna be fine now. They don't even want you to worry about the work, because the work ain't never gonna stop. The day the work stops is the day you're out of here, you feel me? So don't worry about it. 4 of Sticks. Yeah, they're like, y'all don't be sleeping, but you do be fucking. And, like, this does say, like, fucking, but really this says, like, making love. Like, I think we do know how to, like, make a happy home. It does not look like the 2-person happy home that it did with our parents, like, the ideal, like, perfect love. Like, probably these 2 people are divorced. These people already do. They're 4 people, 4 sticks, so it's like maybe they both got a kid from an outside marriage, you know? That does look pretty accurate for Pluto and Sagittarius, you know? Like, y'all don't be sleeping, but you are lovers, and you love, like, real, like, you guys know how to give real love and, like, offer. Like, that's something, like, cherishable about our generation. Like, we know how to, like, hey, I love you, let me show you, you know? We're all into the love languages and shit. What's your favorite love language? Like, even having that conversation, different. I don't think they were doing that 10 years ago. That's why it's such a big thing now. Let me do this last 4. Actually, I really like this reading. Super general, though, so I hope you guys can still find, like, individual little messages for Ascension. Go ahead, drop some affirmations. Excuse me. Drop some affirmations in the comments. 1, 2. Ooh, is this 2 cards? No, it's 1. Yeah, we got Queen of Swords twice. So, honestly, like, affirmations and, like, boundaries. That's what we're big on. 5 of Coins. Yeah, we knew. Okay, the thing is, you can say what you want about the Pluto and Sag. I'm sure we're pretty crazy, we're pretty wild, but honestly, we've been watching the older generation since we've been small. Like, since we've had the awareness of, like, I'm 6 years old. Like, shit is different. You know, when you're 4, when you're 2, you don't have, what is it, like, cognitive. I don't know the fucking psychology terms, but babies can't remember the same way a 6-year-old can remember. Since we've been 6, we've been watching the elders now, so we have a better understanding than they did, because I feel like when they were 6, they were 6. You know, when we were 6, we were like, they're wrong, they don't know what they're talking about, and we were thinking things and trying to get our words together. And now it's our turn. Like, we're adults now. We're adult-ish. I know I'm 26. I'll be probably 27 by the time this video drops. Not everybody in the Pluto Sag is 27, you know. So we're all adult-ish. We're all growing up in general, you know. Yeah, they're like, we always knew you were gonna get to this point, Pluto and Sag generation. So they just kind of want us to step it up and get into our power. Like, the longer you stay out of your power and don't set boundaries for yourself, the more power you're just gonna lose all the time. You know, like, say no. Get in the habit of saying no. Get in the habit of protecting your space. Get in the habit of saying, I don't want to do that. Get in the habit of telling a bitch to back off. Get in the habit of not being nice. Get in the habit of not worrying about what it looks like to be nice. Even when readers like me at the beginning of the video say, maybe we could be a little more nice. Because, yeah, maybe you can, but also, there's nothing wrong with you just telling a bitch to stay in her place. Like, set your boundaries and be firm in them. You got it. Look at her little hand. Like, she got the sword in one hand and her other hand's like, yeah, bitch. Like, that's why I told you to back off. Like, the left hand. The left hand is like, yeah. Did you hear me? Like, I'm saying this. Hello. So it's like, boundaries are going to get us to where we are, the places that we want to go. Boundaries and how hard work. Then it's giving 2 of baskets, 2 of wands. So yeah, we are like the children of divorce. A lot of us, the children of broken homes, the children of, like, I don't want no trash man in my house, which is fine, but it's like, what do you want? Okay, like I said, trash man is like a hee hee ha ha. We've heard it a million times. Let's really remix the story, get out of that narrative, and just start thinking, what do you want? And how are you gonna make that happen? You know, like, stay in the, like, boo hoo for 2 seconds. Like, oh, my love. Like, this man was just like my dad. Okay, you got 2 seconds to get all that out and get over it before you really, like, throw out the trash. Now it's something new. What do you even want? Like, when you're asking for a man, when you're asking for a woman, when you're asking for a partner, what do you really want, and which path are you chasing to create that, to make it really happen in your life? Like, how are you letting that manifest? 6 of Knives. I think we just, as a generation, we know how to find the sun, and I think it is a lot of drugs and going back to how we felt when we were younger, but I don't even see anything wrong. These are both all in the upright, so it's like taking drugs and actually healing, which I think it gives me like 70s vibes. We take a lot of shrooms, our generation, we'll put on Sag. But yeah, basically, like, whatever you were looking for, if I could just clear everything out, this is the middle. The middles of my readings are always very important. This is the middle, so it's like the worst is over, but you still have to heal because you signed an oath. Like, you have an awareness. Like, even now, I'm not even fully explaining my thoughts because I know that you guys understand this, because our generation is just kind of like, spiritually, we're up, we're aware. We are aware that we signed contracts before we came in here, and a lot of us, especially if you're watching this video, signed contracts to heal. You know, and your healing looks like setting boundaries. And then, yeah, when we reminisce, we're good. Like, this is so good. We're coming out of financial constraints. We don't blow our money on jewelry, which is fine if you do that, but don't wear your money. Like, have your money, hold your money, invest your money. You don't need to wear it, you know? And just learn from the mistakes of those that were older than us. Like, when you were 6, everybody that you were looking up, ask them about, like, I see a lot of finances. This does not have to be financial at all. I'm a Taurus, so of course I'm thinking financial. But you can ask them about anything. I see swords. Like, ask them about how to set better boundaries. Ask them about how to increase their self-love. Ask how to let shit go, because we don't need to carry everything. Like, even if you are a healer, you're not picking up everybody's fucking trauma. Ask them about making directions. Ask them about how do you affirm yourself. Ask them about how do you set something new. Ask them about keeping secrets. Ask them about flying. Ask them. Okay, so this was super fun, super cute. We are different. Drop some affirmations in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. You know, subscribe, share, all the good shit. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys on the next one.